Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. We are here, Tuesday Tarot. Welcome, 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 Facebook and YouTube. So on Facebook, please like my business page, and on YouTube, please click the subscribe button. What that does, it's actually very instrumental in adding your energy to my group, because what that does is when you add your energy to my group, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, or you go to my website and you join the mailing list, you're anchoring yourself into my energy, into my group energy. And what that does is it informs the readings. It honestly informs the readings. So if you're someone that's really struggling and maybe you don't have the time or the resource to work with me one-on-one, then you come to these free group situations, and whether you get a reading or not, specifically for you, the themes that come up or the messages that do come through, there's going to be something there for you. So what I say with these group readings is be open to watching, because if something resonates with you, that message is also for you, because your higher self is going to be working behind the scenes to get you the message that you need. And so please like, please share, please subscribe, add your energy to the group, because the other thing that it does is when we come together as a group, it amplifies the energies. So we're getting better messages, we're getting clearer messages, we're getting the most beneficial messages for the most people that are here. So welcome everyone. Oh wow, okay. What you're here. Welcome. Welcome Dee. Welcome Deborah. Welcome Tracy. Hello Lori. And Miss Deb. Hello. All right, so we're getting there. Facebook's in the house, YouTube's in the house, we're all in the house. Thank you, everyone. This morning was fun. I haven't done a daily card reading like that in a while. And so I have a guest with us tonight. This guest is Little Jesus. So my sister, when I was down in Pennsylvania as we were leaving, she said she wanted to send us home with Little Jesus. And we were like, oh, that's sweet. And then she pulled him out, and she actually had a whole bag of them. So I guess it was a TikTok thing or something where you basically would leave Little Jesus around. And so her and her husband went on a couple of different vacations to different places. Ohio and Virginia or Tennessee, or anyway, they left Little Jesus around for people to find, and she sent us home with Little Jesus. So I got one, my mother got one, and actually mine is in my car. So my mother gave one to my granddaughter who left Little Jesus in my room after her nap last week. So he is with us tonight. So just know that Little Jesus is in the house tonight with us. Deb, what did you say? Yes, I want him. Saw one at my church, but didn't want to take him. Oh, that's what he was for. You're supposed to leave Little Jesus around for people who need him. So Deb, if you needed him, yes. But if you didn't need him and you left him for someone who did, that's awesome too. But yes, so she actually gave my mother a small handful and said, take him home to New York and start leaving him around. I don't know if she has yet, but I think it's a beautiful sentiment for sure. Hi, Lisa. Yes, Little Jesus is in the house. All right. So tonight we are going to be using the it doesn't really have a name. Tarot. It's based on the Rider-Waite deck. It's actually like a beginner tarot. It's got all these really cool like descriptions for the reversed and the upright. So I really like this one for us, because what happens is I actually get to hone in on the words that jump out for you specifically. So that's how that works. Good evening, everyone. All right. So I'm good, Mary Pat. How are you? Welcome. So in August, in my area here, I will be doing a weekend of integrated energy therapy certification classes, basic Friday, intermediate Saturday, and then advanced on Sunday. If that's something you're interested in, please head over to my website in the event section. You can pay in full or you can do a payment plan. And the payment plan just has to be paid before Friday night. So check that out if that's something that you're interested in. If you're interested in integrated energy therapy, and you're not sure if it's for you, or you're not sure if my coaching package is for you, definitely feel free to book that free 15-minute call. Because I know when you're working with someone, especially in energy healing, do we resonate? Do we fit? Are we a good fit, right? Are we a good vibrational match? Because if it's not, it's just not going to be a great experience for you. And I want everyone to have a great experience. So if you're someone that isn't sure if what I'm offering, or me, because you've never met me in person, you've only ever seen me in public, do we resonate? Will, is it something that would be beneficial for you? So please feel free to book those 15-minute calls to meet me, touch base with me. Really cool. Especially for those of you who are like, not sure, you're unsure. Are we going to be a good fit to work together? Because, when you're doing energy healing or you're doing coaching, vulnerability is a real thing. And if you saw the daily card today, you know that vulnerability is coming up. People are being triggered in this Mercury retrograde to clear out. So if that's some help you need, definitely check that out. And we do individual sessions, and I also have packages which start at about 33% off. So you can get a discount if you, one session's going to help. But if we can dive deep into 3 sessions or 6 sessions or 9 sessions, way more beneficial and impactful, especially if you're someone that's really ready to jumpstart releasing the stuff that's been weighing on you and you've been carrying for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, and basically your whole life, right? Basically your whole life. So all of that is on my website. So let's get this party started. I just want to thank everybody who's been working with me this week. I've had some amazing, profound sessions between healing, mediumship, coaching calls. It's just been, thank you so much. I'm really humbled, truly humbled for those of you who trust me to channel your loved ones or to channel your healing. So I truly appreciate all of you who are trusting me as part of your journey. So Dee, welcome, welcome, welcome. So you got the Knight of Pentacles. So things are going to start moving in a positive direction, that's for sure. And especially in things like safety, stability, family, finances, right? So what I'm getting here is that, yes, you have been persevering to reach a goal. And I just feel like the Knight of Pentacles is coming out to validate that what you're doing is moving you in a positive direction, and that things are going to start opening up for you and coming into fruition. That you haven't missed an opportunity, that whatever you felt like you were supposed to do or you thought was going to work out and it didn't, when something doesn't work out or we feel like we missed something, we were moved out of the way. We were moved out of the way because Spirit said, I got something better in mind for you. Or you really need to be protected from this because you've already been through this mess. You don't need to go through that mess again, right? So this Knight of Pentacles is coming in to let you know that slow and steady wins the race. And so keep going, because you are building your safety and your stability. You are bringing to you the opportunities and the finances that you need. You've just got to surrender to divine timing, the how and the when, divine timing. And then, how is it going to show up? And 90% of the time, honestly, Dee, it doesn't show up the way you think it's going to. It actually comes out of left field and you don't even know left field existed until it shows up. So that's why as humans, we really can't, we got to be open. We want to control the situation, but if we can surrender, that is when the magic happens. And that's what I'm feeling for you. The magic wants to happen, but you've got to surrender the how and the when, and just know that your efforts, energetically, physically, emotionally, mentally, they have mattered. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, hello, Melissa. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Cecilia. Oh, Cecilia, I've got a really cool story. So my name is Melissa, obviously. But in French, it doesn't translate. So actually, my French name was Cecilia. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Bringing that memory back to me. All right, Deb. Let's see what we've got for you. Oh, it flipped. Well, it's the devil, but it's in reverse. So it is time to remove the chains. It is time to let go of the bondage. Whatever the dependency is, codependency, dependent on somebody else for your happiness or your resource or your home life, or leaning into a role that maybe is no longer needed. Really kind of looking at that, because what Spirit wants you to do is understand that you're frustrated and you're worn out, and it's time to let go of whatever is creating that. And so if you're tying your worthiness onto somebody else, or you're tying your worthiness to a role, right? Where do you need to kind of step back and say, I'm good on my own. Maybe that's not where I want to be. Maybe I still want to be that role, right? I know when my daughter moved out of my home, and I only have one, and it was probably a week later, I'm walking around in my house and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'm going through the empty nest syndrome. I totally didn't even realize like this is where I was in life, because she's just moving on to the next phase of her life. But I didn't realize how impactful that was to my life, that I was no longer the role of mother as caretaker. I was now more the role of mother as mentor. I wasn't responsible for her money. I wasn't responsible for her stomach. I wasn't responsible for her actions. It was like I had done my job. And what do I do now? Right? So I had to figure out how to not only be this new role in her life, but fill all that time and energy that I had been giving to her in new ways that were going to be positive for myself. And so I feel like that's what Spirit's asking you to do, is kind of look at yourself and say, where do I need to shift my attention? Because where my attention has gone is no longer needed. It's not a bad thing. It's just progress, growth, evolution, right? And I feel like you've had a cycle that's ended, and you've been in this kind of in-between space of, how do I begin the new cycle? What does that new cycle even look like? So take some time. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello, Miss Tracy. Hello. Oh, congratulations, Karen. The twins have finally arrived. Congratulations. Oh, to two little girls. Oh, let's send Karen and her daughter congratulations and prayers for a speedy recovery. She's going to need to get on her feet quickly. That's beautiful. All right, let's see what we got for Miss Tracy. How are you? I hope you're doing well. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Pulling yourself together, learning from the past hardships. Look at that. But honestly, I feel like not letting fear continue to drive your train. So whatever fears are being triggered as you're pulling yourself together and as you're learning from the past hardships, right? Because past hardships can be really hard to just not think about, right? But unfortunately, our thoughts create our emotions, and that's what manifests our reality. And so, are you controlling your thoughts? Are you still letting the fear thoughts be the driving force, right? Really important to really think about how you're thinking, what you're thinking about. And if the fear thoughts are just sliding in every once in a while, you're doing a good job. But if they're still the predominant thought base, this is where I feel like Spirit is really giving you some kind of hello to reflect, right? Reflect. And then anything that you're being too hasty about, that's also fear energy, right? When we're doing things from the place of urgency, right? That's fear energy. So just making sure that you're kind of being really intentional about what you're thinking about and then what actions you're taking. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. Oh, Lisa. Okay, where did you get that cup? So this cup, this is actually, honestly, Amazon. And it's a Tervis. And I got the lid and the straw. It's all Tervis. Because I'm at my desk so much. And I'm such a, number one, I'm like a bull in a china closet. So I'm graceless as they come. And I have to have something to drink. So 10 years ago, I had gastric bypass. And so eating and drinking at the same time isn't a good thing still. So I try to be drinking and then keep myself hydrated and then, do the eating when I need to. So I always have a cup of something. So I have to make sure it's in a very secure situation because I'm gonna knock it over. It's just gonna happen. So thank you. I hope that was a not too long of an explanation. All right. Oh, awesome, Tracy. Awesome. Hello, Lori. Hello. All right. Let's see what we got for Miss Lori. So I did, as promised, I activated my Living in Love monthly membership, which is also free with any of the packages or coaching. So you get to be a part of that group and all the meetings with the tribe. What comes in the Living in Love Tribe membership, which is a monthly membership. So that's been reactivated. So hopefully we'll start. I'm actually going to start doing the meetings in about a week. So I'm going to do the first meeting for This month will actually be the last meeting of the month, which is the energy healing circle. We're going to do a healing circle. So that will be, I'll get the date out. I haven't really looked at the calendar for that yet. So if you're interested in that, please head over to, and that's virtual. Everything happens on a Zoom meeting. So we can be in lots of different places and coming together, because the beautiful thing about the online community is we can really build a tribe of people who, when you're in different parts of the country, but different parts of the world, and you don't have people around you who are like-minded or really understand you, having a community to go to ask your questions, get validation, or, work on raising your frequency through healing. So that is all ready to go. So Lori, financial loss, lack of planning, wasted potential, instability, delayed success, insecurity. Yeah, I feel like this is all stuff you're overcoming, actually. I feel like this is Spirit's way of validating that you are overcoming it. You are getting out of lack. That's proof positive of what you've been focused on the past couple of weeks. So I think this is just validation that Spirit sees the work that you're doing. And, if you're still struggling with financial loss or lack mentality around finances, safety, stability, root chakra, I would say, do some work around that. And as a fellow master instructor with integrated energy therapy, don't forget, you can do self-healing, right? You can give yourself a session. I've actually done it. It's really cool. I did it just like I would do a virtual session for someone else, and just imagined myself instead of somebody else. And I did it with meditation music in my headphones, and I just laid on my bed in a deep meditative state and went through all the different meridians. So you got this. You got this. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. So if you want to become a part of my membership, a monthly membership with the tribe, because there's also a monthly membership for the spiritual life coaching. So all of that is on my website in the Healing Your Way tab. So definitely check that out if that's something you're being called to. Work with me one-on-one. Deb, you also got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm going to leave what I just said to her, take what resonated, and I'm going to pull you a different card. Because that's crazy to me. Out of what, 56 cards? Or is it 72? I don't know. I don't know what a traditional tarot deck is, but I know it's a lot. To get the same card is craziness. So there must have been a message in there for you. So if you need to listen to the replay, that'll be available after I'm done. All right, there we go. Reality, clarity, sobriety, poor choices, lack of choice, opportunities or options. So it feels like you are struggling with clarity in some way. And so I would say, take what resonates from these two cards, that lack mentality and lack of clarity. What are you feeling you don't have enough of in your life, right? What are you feeling like is missing? And why are you stuck on it, right? Where's the blockage, right? I feel like that will really, really help you to move past where you're kind of tired of being, right? Blocked and stuck and not having what you want in your life, maybe feeling isolated in some way, but really looking at where am I getting in my own way? What is the old story that I can't seem to let go of, right? And then if you need help, head over to my website, reach out. All All right. Thank you for being here. Okay, Amy Kessler Law, how are you? All right. Yes, the answer to your question is yes. 10 of Pentacles, wealth, inheritance, stability, security, prosperity, family, success, comfort, abundance, long-term success, financial security, tradition, establishment, affluence, continuity, roots, permanence, retirement. I'm so glad you're wonderful because I love this card for you. Yes. Whatever the question was, the answer is yes, that you are coming into safety and stability in whatever way this is resonating for you. So just know that if it's not here yet, it's on its way. So be open to receiving it. All right. I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're welcome, Deb. Hi, Elizabeth. Hey, Jess. What did Jess say? I'm sorry, guys. So Miss Jessica said, oh, wait, Lori, I think I'm coming away from that mentality. I have done a bunch of, yes, you have. I know we can always improve. Abundance is mine. Awesome. I love it, Lori. Yes, you have, my girl. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Got you shared out. Awesome. Oh, you're welcome, Deb. You're so welcome. Sorry, guys, I have to read the screen so I look like I'm not looking at you, but really I'm here. It's okay. Hi, Maria. Welcome. Hi, Lynn. Okay, Jesse Muse. I need all the guidance and messages. I will also schedule IET. Perfect. I can't wait to see you. And if you have to do it virtually, I get it. All right. Hi, Michelle. All right, let's see where we are. We're at Cynthia. Oh, Miss Cynthia. Hello. Yes, let's talk tomorrow. I'll look forward to it. All right. Why would you join my group? Why would you have a monthly subscription with me? Because we're going to get together 3 times. 3 very different reasons. We're going to channel the galactics. We're going to channel the angels for a monthly message, kind of what you need to know for the month. And then in the middle of the month, we're going to get together and we're going to do intuitive guidance, whether it's coaching or you need a question answered. And that, is such a beautiful conversation because everybody, again, takes something away from everybody else's conversation. And then the last meeting of the month is the healing circle, which I think so many people really benefit from. And on top of that, you get the group where you get to meet everybody, they get to meet you, and you get to support each other. You get to have conversations and get to know each other. And I'm so sorry that I had to disband the group last year when, my life kind of went tits up, right? It's an English expression for you. But that's okay, because I know that, we'll get back and the right people will be there. Who needs me finds me is always the intention. But, supporting each other, getting to know each other. And then if you do want to work with me, if you're part of my Living in Love tribe membership, you get 50% off the individual IET sessions. So it's a huge discount, and you can use that every month if you want. You can use it 3 times a year. It's unlimited. If you're part of the monthly membership, you can do that 50% off. Like I said, once a month, because I do ask IET sessions only be scheduled, once a month, maybe every 3 weeks. And that's actually how we do it in the Empower coaching package, every 3 weeks. So we can get 9 sessions in 6 months. But I do like you to have those weeks to integrate, to be able to feel and experience what got cleared. Because it is subtle, it's profound, but it is subtle. So if you're called to it, I hope you'll take a look at it. It's right on my website in the Healing Your Way tab at the top of the page, of the homepage. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. Yes, it is the same. I didn't change it. It's the same amount. Yep. All right, Miss Cynthia. Oh, you got the devil card. Addiction, depression, mental health issues, ego, secrecy, obsession, cheating, powerlessness, I think is what I'm feeling here. And so this is Spirit's way of saying you're not powerless. You're probably, you may be feeling powerless. There might be something in your life that's making you feel powerless. But yeah, it's the card that was with that. Yeah, it's because you're still learning. You're still growing. That's why you feel powerless. So Spirit wants you to know it's okay to be powerless right now, or not to lean into it, but just to know that you're still learning, you're still evolving, you're still coming into connection with like-minded people. Spirit is still working with you in a way of really bringing you into your purpose and your power and your mission. All right. So don't give up. Don't give in. Keep going. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, all right, Lisa. Let's see what Spirit has for you, honey. I don't know who needs the clearing. I don't know who's really going through it right now. And maybe it's just all of us, because again, we're amplifying each other's energy. But my gosh, the incense is so powerful. So I'm here to tell you this incense is clearing us out, because it is hitting the back of my throat. So if you're here, just know you're getting a clearing. The answer is yes. Thought dominates feelings, perceptiveness, keen insight, fair judgment, right decisions. Now is the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs. I feel like the Queen of Swords is coming in to say she's cutting the BS, cutting through it. I feel like she's helping you to see it clearly. But it's time to stand up for yourself. And if this is something that is really not comfortable for you, because it's not something that you lean into very often, or maybe have not leaned into it before just because of self-preservation needs, or, blockage that keeps you from being able to stand in your power, just know that the Queen of Swords is coming in and saying, it's time. It's time to take that step. Manage that stress. Channel your higher self to help you with the courage to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Cynthia, yes, my tired body, pretty much know my purpose, but have to clear things physically before moving ahead. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, awesome, Lisa. And Lisa said pretty on point. You're very welcome. All right, ladies. Hey, Mary Pat. Hello. It has been a minute. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You got two cards. Not going to lie. They fell out together. I'm taking them together. You got the Fool and you got the Six of Pentacles. So new beginnings in finances, family, safety, stability, security. Okay. So just know that you have whatever's going on right now around stability, finances, feeling safe and stable. There's something new coming in to help you either reclaim that or continue moving you forward on that path. But it does feel like there's going to be some kind of new offer, new opportunity, new road ahead. So I wouldn't even be surprised after this Mercury retrograde if you completely step into something very different or brand new. that is going to offer you the financial stability that you're looking for. Okay. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jen. How are you, my dear? How are you? Oh, Jesse Muse. Hallelujah. I need that too. Absolutely. Take what resonates. All right. Let's see what we got for Miss Jen. Okay. You got 3 cards. They came out together, taking them. So we got the Tower, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma. We got the 3 of Cups, overindulgence, gossiping, bitchiness, lack of social life, and unhappy ending. And we got the 5 of Cups in reverse, moving forward, moving on, accepting help, healing, forgiveness. So I love this. Honestly, I love this. So you got the Tower. Yep, things fell apart. You got the, okay, it's not going well. Kind of being called out on how I'm dealing with things. And then voila, you are now moving forward. You're healing. And what I'm picking up is that the healing is coming through this Cancer season where you are coming into the realization that the only way to move forward is through forgiveness. And it's not about letting anybody off the hook. It's not for them at all. This is the forgiveness that you're giving to you're gifting yourself, because it's time to forgive the situation, whatever part you played in it, whatever part they played in it, because you need to put this behind you. It is the thing that is blocking you from moving forward. It's that little niggling thought in the back of your mind about something that you have just, you thought you forgave it, but boy, does it keep popping up and just poking you. And now it's time to really let it go. Let it go. Write that letter, burn it, rip it to pieces, bury it in the earth, do whatever you got to do to let that shit go. It's time. And I feel like it might even be that little niggling thought is the last piece that you need to root out of the situation that needs to be forgiven. Again, because you need to get it out of you. You need to move on. It's time for your happiness. It's time for your independence. It's time for your renaissance. It's time for your renaissance. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Awesome, Jen. Yes, I totally agree. Awesome. All right. Hello, Michelle Marie. Yes, renaissance, total rebirth, restructure, all new, completely different. Michelle Marie, the 10 of Wands, overburdened, overloaded, responsibilities, stress, weight on your shoulders, restricted, taken for granted, taking on too much. Spirit says, stop it. Stop it. I actually did a video and a blog about restriction, spiritual restriction. And I feel like there might be something there to help you. So if you didn't see the video or you didn't read the blog, please check it out. The video's on my YouTube channel at Guidance 311. The blog is on my website, guidance311.com or melissaalwatkins.com under the blog section. But it's overcoming spiritual restriction. Because it's time for you to step into your authenticity. It's time for you to shirk off the heaviness that I feel is weighing you down on your shoulders, the woulda, couldas, and shouldas that are just weighing you down. The restriction that you're putting yourself under for lots of reasons. But it comes down to you are enough. It comes down to self-love, love of self. Because when you're putting yourself under this much burden for others, you're putting yourself behind. And that's teaching the people around you it's okay to put you behind. And that's not okay. Spirit loves you, and Spirit wants you to love yourself and to shine forth your light. And the people around you who respect that and want to be a part of that will be there with you. And those who are leaning into letting you get to this point, it's not okay. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, Michelle. Blessings, 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 blessings. Under a complete life overhaul right now after 17 years. Oh, honey, sending you so much love and so many blessings. That's a tough one. Sure is. You're very welcome. All right, Cecilia, how are you? Five of Wands in the reverse. Compromise, end of conflict, rose struggle, reaching agreements, disagreements, setbacks, petty squabbling. There's something here about you reaching agreements. And I don't know so much if this is reaching agreements with other people. I almost feel like this is also reaching an agreement within yourself. Like really figuring out how you feel about something. Really feeling into what it is you do want rather than what you don't want. That you've really made a decision or are on the brink of making a decision about what it is you do want and what that is. And I feel like this is very much in your personal life where you've been taken advantage of or you've been betrayed by someone. And I feel like maybe even they've done it more than once. And it's, you know, through this Mercury retrograde, I really feel like for you, honey, it's going to be opening your eyes up to where you've been in some kind of conflict that maybe you didn't even realize you were in. Because you were putting your head down and you were just doing the work, right? Whether this was taking care of the family or just being there for other people and helping them, or both. However this is resonating for you, what I'm picking up is Spirit is helping you in this Mercury retrograde to realize where it is now time for you to come into an agreement with yourself about the boundary you're putting up or yeah, the boundary you're putting up. I was going to say it in a different way. It's the same thing. It's like you're just putting up a stopgap. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. Nope. I see now where it just has an energy of betrayal around it. So I just feel like something may be coming out where you just have to let yourself do what you need. All right. I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello, Melissa. You're welcome, Cecilia. Melissa, I saw your comment. I think it was on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I know. I know what that's like to want to lean into those memories. Because there's something about that connection, that type of connection, that's really unlike. I mean, when it's good, it's good. Yeah, and there's aspects of those connections that you're never going to get that again, or like that again. I mean, whether it's the words, whether it's the physical, whatever it is, that's why it's so hard for people to heal from that kind of relationship, and we're talking about the narcissist empath connection. They know how, and I talk about the dark empath because the dark empath is actually, I think, more difficult to heal from than a covert narcissist. Because a dark empath, they have that ability, that highly developed clairsentience. So they know how to pull on your emotions because they're reading your emotions, and they know how to play you. And so it's hard. And then when they are connecting with you, again, light empath, dark empath, empath to empath, like, that's a crazy connection. When you can just really get into somebody's energy like that, and then to have to break that off and to walk away from it, it almost feels unnatural. And so I get that every once in a while, it's kind of fun to go back into those memories. I truly get that. So for those of you struggling with that, again, lots about this on my YouTube channel, in the Healing and Classes playlist, and also in my blog. But I've got to do more. I've really been working on channeling more about the dark empath, because I feel like there's a lot there that I haven't really articulated yet. It's been one of these downloads that I received a couple of weeks ago that I've really been kind of chewing on, so that when I do it, hopefully I will do it service and talk about it, make a video about it. I kind of started it a couple weeks ago on my TikTok, where I did like a 10-minute video on the narc. But I really feel like the dark empath is crazy enough, more insidious, which is why I think that there are some empaths out there that you're struggling, and you are even struggling after the connection is broken, because it left a scar. It left a wound, a gaping open wound. I think that's a better way to put it. So, okay. Enough about that. Melissa, here we go. Cynthia, I just noticed you were wearing the heart colors, pink, and your sweater looks pale green. Actually, the sweater is actually gray, but yes, I'm wearing the same t-shirt dress that I was wearing this morning. And I'm actually wearing some 3/4 length yoga pants under it because it's, for me and my age, a little too short to just wear the t-shirt sweater dress. Yeah. And of course, doesn't the hermit come out for you? Soul searching, spiritual enlightenment, self-reflection, introspection, process of searching for deeper truth, sanctuary. Yeah. So, Melissa, take the time to lean into the soul searching, lean into the sanctuary. That was the word on the card I was looking for. Finding the like-minded people, finding the right support. And unfortunately, that will be a solitary journey. Not many people, unfortunately, it's way more than I would want because I'm obviously honing a whole business around it. Unbeknownst to me, this was going to be my path a decade ago, but here we are, and that's okay. I'm glad to do this work because having been through it, and it took me a good 2 years after the very sudden and life changing breakup. It took me 2 years to come out of that hole that was created. And so when I say gaping wound, I've been there. I know what it's like to be in that gaping wound. So yes, sanctuary, take the time, find the right resources, find the support. Because even if you're like several years out or a decade out, obviously there's still something bleeding. I'll stay in the metaphor. If you're commenting about it. So if you need the support, honey, I'm here. But yeah, there's videos and blogs. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello, Lynn. Oh, Lynn, yours flipped. Spirit's being kind of funny tonight. Again, the same card. However, yours came up. Oh no, that was in the upright position. Okay, so Lynn, so there's something there with that hermit card for you, and now I'm going to pull you a different card to go with it. Oh, you're welcome, Melissa. You're welcome. All right. So Lynn, let's see what else we got for you. Yeah, and guys, honestly, it was integrated energy therapy that dropped into my life that really helped me to root out. I had emotional neglect from a narcissistic parent, and then I had the narcissist abuse from the romantic partner. Like, I've kind of been through it on all angles from all sides. So if you're someone that really, really needs support with that, just know that integrated energy therapy was the thing that really kind of helped me root out those layers of the issues that were in my tissues surrounding emotional neglect and abuse and all the things that come with it. All right. So just putting it out there for those of you who are really struggling. All right. You, Lynn, Two of Pentacles in reverse, imbalance, overwhelm, disorganization, financial instability, overcommitment, missed opportunities, chaos, burnout. Yeah, overcommitment and burnout is what I'm getting. So the Hermit that came out with it is saying it's time to take some time out. It's time to get yourself time to go within. Go within. The biatch is no one can help you with this. The burnout, the chaos, the overwhelm that you're experiencing is coming on the heels of not being able to get out of would've, could've, or should've, or saying no as a complete sentence, or putting up a boundary. And so, unfortunately, Lynn, you're the only person that can change this, that can get you back into balance. Energetic balance, emotional balance, mental balance, physical balance, financial balance, whatever it is. Maybe it's all of it. But this is kind of, I think, Spirit's way of opening the door for you to recognize that it's time to put yourself first. It's time to let other people be and do what they're going to do, because they're going to do it whether you try to help them do something different. They have to do the something different on their own. You can plant a seed, you can be the model, but anything else is what's got you in this position of just exhausted over it. Done. Stick a fork in you. And Spirit wants you to take care of yourself. Become your own light. Because there is a light within you that's ready to shine. But all the ways in which you're expending your energy in people and situations that don't give back to you, it's burning that light out. We need to stoke those flames, those inner flames of self-love and passion and creativity and joy. All right. I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hello, Maria S. Oh, yours slipped right out. 5 of Swords, conflict, loss, betrayal, tension, dishonor, ego, manipulation. Keep coming into the word surrender. I feel like you've been trying and 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 trying. It's not working. And I know that one of the trauma responses that probably all of us on this video can relate to is needing to be in control. Because if we weren't in control, we weren't safe. So we always had to be in control. We always had to be the fixer and the helper and the one to do it. And the Page of Swords is coming in to say it's time to surrender. Lay down your sword. Give it to God. You don't know how, you don't know when, you don't know where, you don't know who. God does. Your higher self does. Your angels do. And as hard as it is to surrender, that is what is going to move the needle on whatever the situation is. The fastest, the most beneficial. Because when we're trying to force something, and sometimes we do, we get the needle to move, but it doesn't always work out as well as we wanted it to. And most of the time, there's something about it that we have to kind of give up or deal with or redo. And so Spirit is asking you to work with your higher self and get the shortcut. And that comes through surrender. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, Maria. All right, Miss Alicia. Let's see what we got for Miss Alicia. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you for the heart. Oh. All right, Alicia, let's see what Spirit has for you. Interesting. I started with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and that flipped out for you, but you also got the Queen of Cups, fickleness, vanity, gullibility, those who sacrifice themselves unnecessarily for others, financial loss, lack of planning, materialism. Yeah, Nicole, it feels like your Spirit is kind of letting you know that you're focusing, honey, on things that aren't going to serve you. It's not going to be the way that you get what you want. And so who are you sacrificing yourself for? Where do you feel like you don't have enough? And if this is in a relationship, if you're sacrificing yourself for somebody else's needs, for their wants, for their desires, for their goals, right? And you're really feeling like you don't have enough of what you need, money, material, however this is manifesting for you, like the only way you're going to be able to start receiving what you want, how you're going to get this in the upright position, is by standing up for yourself, is by not letting anybody else control you, control your ability to work or your ability to achieve your own goals, have your own desires, have your own. It's not that you guys can't come together and create something together, but right now it's like you're just feeding into somebody else's path, their energy, their goal. And it's creating this disparity within you that's creating unhappiness. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Again, another successful Tuesday night. So if something resonated with you tonight and you want to dig deeper into it, whether it was a message or an area of healing that's needed, self-sabotaging behavior, destructive pattern, generational karma, all the good ones, right? All the fun ones. Definitely check out my website at melissaalwatkins.com. Join the email list, please. Join your energy to my group. And if you, I would love for you to become part of my tribe with the Living in Love monthly membership. And of course, that will be included in any of the packages or the spiritual life coaching subscription or package, Empower Me Now package. So all of that's on the website. This August, I will be doing in-person certification for integrated energy therapy. Check that out in the event section of my website. Got a lot going on. As always, it's all good stuff. Thank you for being here. I can't do it without you. Thanks, guys. Truly appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of my journey, for sure. For sure. Have a beautiful night. It is Tuesday. Thursday night, I will be in the Ruckus Room with Chrissy. Monday night got postponed because she is actually out of state on vacation. So we will be Thursday night in the Ruckus Room at 6:30. And you can call in at 386-251-8100. So taking live calls Thursday night in the Ruckus Room. Have a beautiful rest of your night, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.